Typhoid and malaria. Typhoid and malaria. The two popular diagnoses in Nigeria. As if there are no other bacterial or viral illnesses that could cause fever. Why is it that diagnostic center always focus on these two? Even people, when they are sick, they just proceed to the lab and say, do test for me, check whether I have typhoid or malaria, because I know if it is not typhoid, it is either typhoid. Or if it is not malaria, it is malaria or typhoid. Why? People, please come close. For children, mothers, pay attention. When their body is hot, please, 90% of times, it is often in their throat, their nose, or their ears. Check first before you start giving anti-malaria. As for the big typhoid, you will first of all be having headaches, abdominal pain, maybe vomiting or diarrhea. It is similar to malaria, yes, mark you. However, malaria will start with sudden cold. A severe cold in the afternoon, you will be shaking. Then fever will follow, followed by yellowness of your urine or dark urine if it is very serious. Chills, body pains. Once you take anti-malaria, the fever and the chills of malaria wanes. When you take antibiotics for typhoid, it does not crash. It comes down the same way the fever comes up. The fever goes up in stepwise fashion and it comes down in the same pattern day after day. It never reaches normal level of temperature until it is completely treated. So people, they are pretty different. If you are diagnosed of typhoid, you have eaten somebody's poo-poo. That's just it. You have drank a contaminated water or you have eaten a food that is contaminated by feces one way or the other. But if you are diagnosed with malaria, you've been beaten 21 days at least in the past before you develop symptoms. So let's know the difference. And there are many more other things, particularly upper airway infection in our throat for children and in their ears for children. When they cough from throat pain, they can cough infection into their ear and have ear pain, and those could be the focal point where the infection is. Not necessarily malaria, not necessarily typhoid. See a doctor. Check well. Don't just throw away your money. Welcome. Good day.